All right, so we have this image in front of us, and we need to draw it out first. So what I'm going to do is I've already lightly sketched it out with my 2H pencil. And you can see, and actually I went a little darker so you all could see my lines. I'm just getting the information laid out into it. So that is what I'm doing right now. On this particular landscape image, I have done it in black lines so it would pop more what's important that needs to show up. So we have these fence posts, which are in the foreground along with these trees. Then we have our middle ground here of this a little shed and these trees. And in the background we have this hill and the sky and some of the little trees off in the distance. Remember, your landscape must have a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. I will give you approximately 5 minutes to draw this out. Sound good? So begin to draw. And if you have headphones on, pull them out, and let's get going. Let's draw this. I'm giving you 5 minutes to draw this out. So you can see I have lightly sketched mine out. Remember to keep those lines light. Keep them very light. Dark, and take an eraser and go over your lines. Today, we're going to work on masking techniques, and then we will work on painting clouds, and I will show you how to paint clouds. It's kind of fun to get them to feel like they're real clouds, puffy clouds in the sky. So that's what we're doing. Very light, sketchy lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just our practice paint along. We're going to pretend I'm Bob Ross and paint some happy little trees today. Happy little clouds. Okay, great. Looks like a lot of you have it done, mostly done, right? No, not quite yet? Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes and then I'm going to show you the next step. Give you 1 minute, then we'll go on to the next step, and if you're not there, that's fine. Just drop your pencil and you'll be able to see what's next, because this part's going to take a little bit of time. It is, remember when we did our practice techniques of masking? We are going to fill our whole page up of where we want the paint not to cover. So we are going to be masking the trees, the fence posts, and the house off. But let's first talk about our lines that we're going to be using. So we have a piece of tape here, and we don't want to just put a straight line down on our tree. We want to make it torn so it feels a little bit more organic, so it feels a little bit more natural. So I've ripped the tape in half, and I've taped it down on one side here. Oh, and it looks like this is a little thick, so I'm going to have to go down the other side. And I'm going to save all these pieces because I can use them in and fit them in different areas. The one area that feels like it could have a sharp edge or a straight edge would be the shed. So I'm going, as I'm pressing this down, I am kind of curving the tape a little bit, and I'm burnishing the edges because we do not want the paint to go underneath the tape. So I'm doing a nice job of pressing it down, and then I'll be going and I'll be building those layers up of tape. And this part is a little tedious, and it does take quite a bit of time to do. So, so you can see how I did that. And I'm going back over my lines and I'm pressing them down. So the idea is to eventually get it to look like this. So this part, you rip the tape, there's scissors, you might have to cut a section to get it just right. But basically we want to use all those little scrap pieces to cover up the areas we want to keep white or keep our edges tight. So make sure you burnish those edges down. This is the second step in doing your watercolor landscape after drawing, is you are going to mask out the details that you want to keep white. Or to put in blocks of color. So I will give you approximately 12 minutes to do that.